Yeah, let me shut the hood. I want to make sure the fluids were checked. You know, you never know. Especially when you're buying used. Alright, anyway, here we are. Now they're not totally trimmed yet. As you can see, they're still a little rough around the edges here, so this has got to be cut. See how I got to cut that off. This has got to be cut off in here. Alright, so I'm going to let it sit for now. So there we are. There's that side. There's the back. And here's this side. Ah. So there we are. That's done. Like I said, the only thing I do now is just cut it. I'll let it sit here for the rest of the day or tonight. It is about 4 o'clock. And the only reason why it's so late is because the wife, today's Saturday, the wife went shopping. And got everything taken care of. It was already late, so it was just a late start. But like I say, all this, they'll all be smooth once I'm done cutting it in. I just don't want to take a chance. See that little bubble? That's what I'm talking about. If you leave it too long, you end up with that little bubble right there. So that's why when you do pinstripes, you do the striping, you usually stop it right about there. Because if you try to wrap it around, it's going to start to bubble up on the edges and then come right off. Not unless you got a good stripe and you can get it down and back and in and over. You know, where it's actually tucked in a little bit and a little bit of heat. But as the most part, you stop it right about there and there. Now you can also paint it around. So, alright, but like I say, it's just got to be trimmed. So tomorrow I'll come out here and trim it, and that's that. Now, for the inside, the seats are out. And got a little work to do in here, but what I had done, got all kinds of room now, as you can see. I went up to Tractor Supply, and I bought a bunch of carriage bolts, and they're 1/2 inch by 2 inch. They're not bolted in from underneath, and there was no need to do that. However, I did fill every hole. I mean, like, filled every hole. It was dripping out the bottom. And then I took the washer and the carriage bolt and just let it stick in there. So the silicone is sealing the hole and holding the bolt at the same time. And why I wanted to go with the carriage bolts is so I don't stub my toe on the damn things. So, and why I didn't want to bolt it in from the bottom is because if I do want to take it out of there, I can without going nuts. So basically that's where we're at, guys. So this is all done. And got plenty of room back here, and I got plenty of room up on the other side. I'll give you an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, and we got plenty of room here. So, and Val, I have my stripper pole. I may move that out a little bit because, you know, you're not going to be able to swing around it, you know. So, yes, Valerie said I had a stripper pole in my van. So, well, whenever you want to come over here and try it out, Val. So, but meanwhile, here's what I got. I got room. I got room. Now the seats I have, I got to try to get them into the basement. There, can you see it? For those of you who like trains. The seats are heavy. Yeah, they're, you know, the older you get, the muscles tend to want to weaken a little bit, so the seats are heavy. But they're heavy to just about anybody. Now, I can ask the wife to help me carry them down, but sometimes it's easier for me just to carry them down myself. But they are heavy. heavier than I would like to be as far as comfortable. But, you know, as far as carrying them. Now, the other thing is I can put them out here in the power shed over there. But then I got to worry about the rodents, you know, because in the wintertime, the rodents tend to look for homes, you know. And when I say rodent, it can be anything, you know, possums, rats, mice, field mice, track rats. I mean, you know, I mean, it could be just about anything. You know, monkeys, who the hell knows at this point? So I don't want them to get ruined. I am going to post them. I did take a picture. I'm going to post them. Hopefully I can get rid of them before I put them downstairs, because I hate to have to pull them back up again. So, okay, so you got it. Here we are. And now I can start dealing with what I need to deal with as far as layouts and such. I do have a backup camera. So I'm thinking, do I need it? Not really. I mean, I'm used to having vans, you know, but I've been driving around an Astro van for so long that would probably fit in this van that it'll take me a while to get used to this one. But when I put the hitch on this, this has no trailer hitch. When I do put a trailer hitch on this, it may be a good idea to have a rear camera. And if I do that, it would probably be easier for me to hook up a wireless one instead of using the one I have. And then I did find that this track under here, that little gray track, that actually kind of pops right out for me. So when it comes time for me to run any wire, running wire is going to be easy. I got this over here. Well, let me show you. I didn't show you that. Again, I don't mind if I drill a hole in the van. It doesn't bother me. I bought the van for me to use. And if I got to drill a hole in it for me to use it, that's fine too. I don't care. However, in this case, it wouldn't be practical. On the Astro van, this was all one piece. And the door opened this way. So I was able to put my lights here. Okay, and when it opened, I only had like a 6-inch loop there that I had to worry about. Well, I can probably get away with that by doing that here too, and run the wires down. But then I have this, I'm gonna have to come down here and to feed in through here. So it's gonna be a nightmare. So what I had done, and what I'm probably going to do, and I already bought it, is the lights will fit, believe it or not, in this, I forgot what they call it, box, rail, box, whatever. This is for like a sliding barn door or a large door. This is a track for it. So I can mount the lights right across this, cut this to a desired length so it'll fit across the back of the van. I'll get a measurement on it. And I can use it as a rack if I wanted, as well as a way to hold the lights without going into the van at all. Then I can put well, I'll show it to you inside. I have a plug that I can put in up on the roof, and I can also attach that to the gutter, to the rain gutter here. And then just have it right back here, you know, maybe from this little catch here to this little catch here, you know, and leave it be. So, and then I'll show you what I got inside that I can use for a waterproof connection for the power. Now, the problem being is, because there's more lights than this plug has, let me put this up here. I gotta climb that tower this week, 50 feet. I gotta see if I can borrow a belt someplace. Because I have 1, 2, 3 power lines that I'm gonna have to use that will switch separately, this one may not work, so I may have to get another one. But what this is, let me see if I can just do it right here. See, this is a 2-prong. You hook the wire up into here, and Yeah, come on. Alright, and there it is there. What you do is you bolt this down, put some silicone on it. This washer actually goes underneath it. Bolt that down, have a hole so you can connect the wires to this. All the wires coming in, I connect to this. I just plug it into here. If I want to take the light bar off, now they're two different size pins so you don't confuse power and negative. Alright. When you want to take the light bar off, you just unscrew that. You screw on the weather cap, which would be bolted to one of the bolts that are holding this down. Or put a light bar, whatever. And that's it. So, no, not so much the light bar because you're taking it off, but this would screw down where this is to keep it from leaking. Now, the thing is, if I can find a 4-pin instead of just a 2-pin, that would be the perfect. The next step would be possibly run a 4-pin mic plug. Now, because there's not a lot of voltage, or amperage rather, because the wires are really thin for those new lights. If I take a 4-pin, where do I have my mic stuff? This is antenna stuff. Okay, mic stuff, mic stuff. Let me move this Harbor Freight vise that fell apart. Here we go, right here. This is a chassis plug, but this is an 8-pin. I really don't need 8, so I hate to use 8. But that's kind of the same idea. All I need is 4. So that's what I'm looking for. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's another 8. Okay, so I don't have a 4. There's a 5, but it's not that kind there. Okay. Wait a minute. I can probably get away with this one. Here's a 4. That gives me more to work with back here. However, I got to drill like a 1/2-inch hole to put this in, and I'd rather have it with that one so I have that full weather ring. So I got to try to find a 4-pin, either mic, chassis mic, something like this one. Come on. But only a 4-pin, and this mic top here it is on screws. Or try to find that 4-pin one that I showed you earlier up there. So I need a 4-pin, and that would be perfect, because then if I want to take it off, I just put the cap on it, and I don't have to have a bunch of crap going through the roof and worrying about trying to seal it. And if I want, I can do the same thing in the front, but I really don't need one in the front because the light that I have on the other van, let's back this up. The light that I have on the other van goes up inside the windshield, up behind the mirror, so that's not a big deal. And then I have 2 that go in the grill, which isn't a big deal. So I only really need the back. So I think that's where we'll be. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a day. Again, today is, what is today? Today is August 25th, 2018, and it is 16:18 on the East Coast. And it's not a bad day today. Not bad at all. So I'm going to shut down, and I'll see you guys later.